Okay, well, about four of the protesters here have just gone up behind this sign into the military zone. There's live ammunitions and live bombs going off. Apparently there's another group gone in today somewhere else on the other side, and there's two other groups camped inside. I guess their intention is to stop the war games from going on today because they're actually putting themselves in the firing line. I'm just here to register my concern as an Australian citizen because I did not ask for the US military to come here and test their weapons. I'm opposed to what they've been doing in Iraq. They've gone against UN conventions, which the UN is in place to, protect us all, and they're going against that, and our government has decided to assist the US in their military efforts and providing them with this beautiful land to test their weapons on. So I came to have a closer look and to register my opposition to that.
This has been a decision that I've had to work through personally and with my family and with everyone, and something that's important enough to me to bear the costs of, essentially.
No need for war games, no need for blowing up a beautiful wilderness such as Shoalwater Bay, no need for killing each other anymore.
Trying to be faithful to what I think God asks of us, and part of that is love. Love overcomes everything. Overcomes militarism, overcomes hate, divisions, racism, everything. Love can do that.
And then we bring this flag here, which has a dove on it, as spirit of peace flies.
It's ironic that people would consider civil disobedience to be something that a Christian wouldn't do, when the guy we follow was as broke as many laws as anyone else. He's a guy who was executed by the state for preaching another world is possible.
This is part of the truth. Don't look upon us as unpatriotic. It doesn't mean that. It means that we truly care about all of humanity. We're all interconnected with every being on this earth, including the natural beings in this environment.
We come here to invite you to play peace games with us and stop the war games. We do so, as Martin Luther King Jr. said, openly, lovingly, and with a willingness to accept the penalty. On the night before he was killed, Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The choice is no longer between violence and non-violence. It's non-violence or non-existence." I'm sure the fragile creatures and ecosystems of Shoalwater Bay would agree with us, as would the estimated 655,000 Iraqis who have died in the Iraq War and the 3,500 coalition soldiers. And so we work towards a world with no war.
Okay, at the moment there's humpback whales going past there on their annual migration. Some of the people have expressed that they're concerned about the sonar that's going to be used by the nuclear submarines out there, that the sonar can damage the sonar of the whales. So
we're heading up to Mount Atherton. We're going to see if we can film some of the bombing that the army have just started doing today.
So we're not going up to Mount Atherton, we're going up to the peaks. Should we just reclaim the land now or what? So we're looking up at Shoalwater Bay military training area as we speak. You can see the south arm of Shoalwater Bay. Down to the right is Port Clinton. We've actually spotted a blimp out there. There's a warship in the mouth of Port Clinton. We believe we've spotted the USS Kitty Hawk just to the left of Mount Atherton. I just don't think it should be happening. The Great Barrier Reef, it's the only one in the world. What happens when one of these warships goes down or loses a nuke or something? It's unbelievable that they let this sort of stuff happen. Who knows how smart their smart bombs are. If one goes 8 miles off course like they seem to do regularly, it could take out Byfield School, which is directly down in front of us here. Certainly when they're bombing, it's very loud. You can feel the house shake, and often you can feel the air pressure in your ears.
Do they clean up well enough? This is where our water supply comes from.
Well, we don't know, do we?
We don't know. We need to have the tests that the Livingston Shire Council have said that they're going to go ahead with. We need those done. We need to see what's
happening up there, and hearing Kim Stewart from Friends of the Earth and the whole toxic fallout from army exercises, left ammunition that's left lying around. There's cause for concern about what's going on the land in Shoalwater Bay Army Training Area.
We're in Waterpark Creek, about 1.5 kilometres, or actually about a kilometre above the weir. Yeah, well, this is basically the water catchment, or the water supply and the catchment area for the Capricorn Coast, which is between 15 and 20,000 people. This will probably be the first year that there's been any independent water studies done that I know of the quality of the water, and they've been using it, the catchment area, as a live firing range for up to 40 years. So, and that's the problem. Is that we don't know. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know the quality of the water. DNR monitor it for certain things, but whether they monitor for heavy metals or anything like that, I don't know. It just seems strange that they picked the most pristine area on the Gold Coast, eastern coast, just about. And the build-up, the fact that it's getting bigger and bigger, they're inviting more troops in from more countries. I mean, what is it? Are they paying us massive amounts of money, or what's the go? I'm not sure. And that's a bit of a worry that it's going to get bigger and bigger, and there'll be before we know it, there might be a major Navy base there.